Saban, Coach?
Yeah, you know, I don't know what I was thinking when I scheduled this game in Cleveland State. No, the truth of the matter is there's no one in the country that has more respect for Michigan State basketball and the job that Coach Izzo has done at building something truly amazing and that has sustained such a high level for such a long time. When I think about the number of Final Fours that this program has made it to in the number of years he's been here, it's an incredible record. And I wanted our players, you know, we're at the very beginning stages of building a program, you know, basically from scratch, and we're literally in the process of building a program in the model of Michigan State basketball. And what I mean by that is a program that full of players who really understand and embrace the value of the simple things that go into great basketball. You know, teamwork, discipline, effort, tenacity, consistency, you know, all the things that go into championship level basketball. So we knew this was going to be a very, very tough challenge. Not sure that I expected them to shoot the ball quite as well as they did. That just added on to that challenge. But you know, we'll literally we'll make Michigan State basketball a case study for ourselves as we work towards, you know, building a championship caliber program ourselves. And what better way to you know, come up here and experience it for ourselves. So. And they made sure we experienced it. Probably a little more than I needed, but you know, just I don't think there's any doubt that they're the best team in college basketball right now, playing at the highest level. And anybody that would have watched them tonight, I don't think they could have walked away with any other impression other than that.
Coach, you have had a sustained success. That's why you've gotten to where you are.
Yeah.
You've seen a lot of basketball games, and not just with this one, but in watching tape, preparing for them. Can you put in perspective how good you think this Michigan State team is, please?
Yeah, I think they're the best team in the land right now. You know, the season is a marathon, and there's always ups and downs for a season. You know, I've experienced it myself. I've been lucky enough to be a part of teams that rarely lose, and even those seasons, like the one Michigan State is embarking on, there's still ups and downs and challenges that come along the way. So, you know, right here, right now, at this moment, they're playing the best, most efficient, most purposeful and productive basketball as any team in the country. And what goes into all that, number one, they have a lot of great pieces. I don't know that there's any team in the country who have a long list of inside players like Michigan State has right now in terms of physicality, strength, athleticism, ability to finish through contact and over top good defense, make free throws, and then they have explosive scoring ability and athleticism. Obviously they have skill, you know, to really shoot the ball well. As coaches, those teams always are. They always execute well at both ends with a lot of purpose. They're always a challenge to get ready for it because they do a lot of good things. They're not an easy team to prepare for because they have a pretty healthy playbook, and you can't try to, you know, transfer everything you know about all their, you know, sets and things and their counters to their sets and things to your players, or else you would just give them so much information they wouldn't be able to operate. But this team has a lot of great parts. A terrific point guard, obviously, that is a tremendous passer and playmaker, but also he can shoot the ball so well and such a crafty finisher. We did accomplish one of the things we wanted to try to do, and is that, you know, maybe get him out of the game some with fouls. But you know, by that point, you know, it didn't help us much. But Miles Bridges is he's a spectacular player. He was literally this summer going into his senior year in high school. He was my favorite player in the country, and seeing him, you know, it's no fun having to play against him because he's just a load. He's his size and his skill set, his strength and athleticism. It's a lot to handle, and then they have so many guys that can shoot the ball from range to space the floor, and So there's, yeah, I could go on and on, but there's, it's hard to find, any weaknesses there.
Thank you. When they get going, like they did early,
Yeah.
all 5 guys, from a coaching standpoint, how do you, because this happened to a number of teams, how do you coach against being overwhelmed?
Yeah. Well, and obviously they won't get it going to that extent every night. They're going to have a lot of tough battles on their hands this year. But one thing that's, obviously, there's a mismatch between them and us right now in terms of size and physical ability and that sort of thing. Would have liked to be able to defend them and make them feel us a lot better than we were able to. But there is a big gap, between them and us right now, just from the standpoint of physical size and talent. But we went zone, and that slowed them down a tad. At least it made the possessions last longer, for them searching for a shot. I was, we're a team that would like to play more zone than we are this year, but rebounding has been such a challenge for us that I don't trust zone. I just think we might get weaker on the glass, but I don't know. I mean, if we didn't go zone, they might have scored 200 points tonight. Who knows? But there's, there weren't many answers tonight, especially the way they were. I mean, I would have liked to have made them feel us better than we did, but I thought they made a lot of, decently contested threes also, and then of course inside, they were able to score through us, so there weren't, we didn't have a lot of answers in our toolkit tonight for all of it, for the onslaught. Anything else?
Thanks, Coach. Thanks.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.